Greetings, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on Cocktails and Curveballs. I'll be your host tonight. My name is Patrick. We got just three guys with us. Got one guy short, busy working. Story of our lives. You got Lee and Ty. And as we like to kick off every show, we want to give a big heartfelt thank you to all the men and women serving in our armed forces, past and present, foreign and domestic. World doesn't move without you guys, at least this country anyway. So we do appreciate everything you do, and you don't get told thank you enough. The first responders, another job that is in high demand. Nobody wants to do. Don't get paid enough. You're always there in a pinch when we really need it. So thank you to that group of individuals. Starting off the show, I just want to go over what I'm drinking. I'm having another Modelo, but this one is a Chelada Pina Picante. My buddy Isaac Salcido from Mexico would be pleased with that pronunciation. And I got that in a chilled glass. And in prime fashion, it's Sunday night. I'm going to break out the Hornitos Lime. I'm going, you know what? I'm not even going to use a shot glass. I'm just going to feel it with my heart, man. I'm just going to dump a little bit of dump a little Hornitos in my beer and bottoms up. Might have two of those over the course of the show. But yeah, so the fights were last night. So many. There's lots of stuff going on. Spring break. Anybody got something?
Hey man, so Tyler and I were touching on it before we started, and UFC 299.
Oh yeah,
and I know everybody's been talking about it, and this is one of the few times I can say that I paid for the main card.
Yep.
I don't do that every time. It's got to be stellar. But I watched the early prelims, the prelims, main card. I didn't miss a single fight. And these fights, every single fight was off the chain. And the fact that they put this together in 300 could be bigger. I mean, it was well worth the money spent. And we were just chilling at home, man. And I was like, you know what? We got to do it. We already had ESPN Plus, cost me like $80 for the main card. But every damn fight, man. Chito Vera, you got to give this guy all
dude.
The... Dude,
he's
never been knocked down.
Dude. Yeah.
Did you see the picture at the beginning? Picture before the fight and after?
Yeah, he's
it looked like Jesus, and then Jesus right off the cross crucified. Like, I was just like, my God. And the guy wouldn't go down.
Never been even knocked down.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, that's all heart, man. I mean, you could say, and you wouldn't be wrong. There's certain guys in the industry, both in boxing and in any sport, discipline, fighting. There's guys with weak chins, and there's guys that can take a punch. I mean, we can go down a list of boxers like that, but somebody like him, man, over the course of the time that just doesn't go down, almost impossible to knock out. I feel like it's way past his chin toughness, man. I just think it's all heart, man. I mean, he just guys like that. In a different note, it kind of the same thing. When I used to wrestle through school, I used to hate wrestling guys like him because I'd have him on his back 3, 4, 5 times and I couldn't pin him. And it was destined to go 3 periods, and I'm just winded, just wanting the match to be over. And it's just all heart, man. That's something you can't teach in any sport. You can't teach heart, man. Either a kid has it or he doesn't. And that dude's got guy's got all heart, man.
So Tyler, you watched it too. What were the percentage of punches landed by O'Malley was ridiculous. Like, his striking, it was hitting everything.
Yeah.
Motherfucker would go down.
It's crazy, right? Because like his last 3 fights, I think, have been guys in the top 10. But prior to that, he's like an upcoming guy, whatever. And then 3 straight, I believe it was Piotr Jan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Jan.
Him, and everybody was like, holy shit. And then he beat Aljamain Sterling, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then he beats Chito Vera, and everybody's like, okay, maybe it's time to
give some credit.
Not be holy shit and when this
Yeah,
guy is
yeah,
doing
it's
because he's just that's what he's done, right? Like everything he
he's really
does is like highlight reel.
yeah, he's really good. He's really good. And you know, um, I mean, they're saying that much on about O'Malley, anyways. They're saying, you know, this guy. I mean, is it time to start mentioning him in pound for pound in the UFC? I mean, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
to give him a few more in my opinion, but
Right,
like he's
right.
the guy now.
I think he's sneaking up there. I think
Yeah,
he
Oh, he
is.
is.
Like
but
yeah,
and I'm not
he's
saying, yeah, to be clear, I'm not saying he's there, but I'm saying, are we just like, is he in a discussion? I mean, I feel like,
he's top 10, right? Like
yeah,
He's
undoubtedly.
got to
yeah, I would
be.
say
Yeah.
so. Yeah, yeah,
The
I mean, you
run
look
he's
at the
been on, the
guys.
dudes that he's beat in his last 3 fights
yeah.
are like killers.
Absolute
Like
beasts,
dudes
yes.
that will like just fight.
And you know, in that fight against Vera, you know, there were several occasions. I think, excuse me, might even have been obvious by his facial expressions. There had to be a few times where O'Malley was just like, Jesus, seriously? Go down, man.
The
I
knee
mean,
that he hit him with, right?
yeah.
Like,
Oh
how did
God.
that fucking not take his head off?
Oh my gosh.
I
That was
saw
so
that.
brutal.
I
You
saw
could
that
hear it.
and watching it
Yeah.
live, dude.
You could
You're
hear
like,
it,
how
right?
is your head still on your shoulders?
Right? How
I
are you not
mean-
even knocked down? The guy's still never
Yeah.
been knocked. What would it take? It would be with him not looking right, and you hit him in the side of the head with a sledgehammer
Exactly. And like you look well, like
to
the
go
Poirier
down
fight.
and to not. I'm not even saying knocked out, but like
Yeah,
he's never been knocked. He's never been knocked down.
yeah.
Let
So I
alone.
think you
Crazy.
definitely have to catch him coming in, man. You would have to catch him coming in. It'd have to be one that nobody saw coming, and he was on his way
O'Malley
in. So,
did catch him coming in, man.
That's
Like,
right.
I
That
mean,
knee that
okay,
he
but
that
it
you
was
were like, that's a
crazy.
knockout.
I know, but that's
Crazy.
the only way. And if you knock him out, that's the only way it's going to happen. Is him
Well,
you catch him
watching
coming
the
in.
countdown show before the early prelims, I learned a lot more about Chito Vera. And this
Yeah,
dude's
he
all about
rocks.
family, man. He
Yeah,
rocks. He is,
Cheeto Vera
I mean,
fucking rocks.
and I know that O'Malley, you know, he grew up in Helena, real close to Pat and I, and everything. And I know people that know him. But God, you watch how great this dude is, and I'm like, what a solid dude, man. He's all about his family. He just wants to provide for them. And even his after the fight, when he was just looking like dog meat, what he said, I didn't do my best. I'll do better. And I mean, he's just very humble. He wasn't talking mad trash, you know. He just but that is not some dude I ever want to see in a fucking dark alley. I can
You
guarantee
know it's
you that.
crazy too. You know what's crazy, dude, is like we all do shit that we don't want to do because that's what keeps the lights on.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a fucking bad day at the office?
Oh
No
my
shit.
god!
Oh, dude, like Marlon Chito Vera, right? Like you got a bad day at the office and your face is fucked up, right? Like your face is ground beef.
Yeah,
You
It is
have a
hamburger
bad day at the
helper.
office. We have a bad day at the office, and you're like, man, fuck this. Like that sucked, right? Like
you get
whatever.
work an extra hour.
But yeah, dude. But I don't have to go to the hospital
Right.
to go
Right.
get my fucking face X-rayed.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that his face is going to look like that for probably a month and a half to 2 months from
I
that
just think,
beating.
yeah, dude. I just think like I respect that. That's what I think that I like about Marlon Vera is that like he was just like, hey, this is how I put bread on the table.
Yep.
Right.
And
This is how I
that-
know how to do it. I fucking fight.
Right. Well, so
That's
did you guys
exactly
ever
what I
see-
took out of that.
Did you
Same
ever
thing.
see Strickland? After his last fight, he didn't even look like he took a whole lot of shots. His face wasn't really that marked up, or at least didn't appear to be after his last fight. And then the next day on social media, he took a picture with his wife or his fiance. Dude had like 2 black eyes. Like he looked. So what I'm saying is, even in fights where you don't get massacred like that, you know, your face doesn't get beat the hell out of. The next day, dude, the bruises. I mean, it looks like you just got drugged behind a freaking vehicle, man. So to I don't know. These guys are in the best shape, you know, best possible physical shape you can be in, and to just go out there and put it on the line. like you said, Ty, to put bread on the table, man. It's like I said, we
Well-
have a bad day. We working out, you know, we get off an hour late, or maybe you tore your jeans, or
right, dude. You're like, oh yeah, motherfucker made me dig too much today, and you're like, well,
yeah, you know.
Whatever.
okay,
these
I didn't get
guys have a
hit
bad-
in the face with a shovel today.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
good
these
thing.
guys have a bad day, and they spend the next 2 weeks answer questions. Dude, what happened? Dude, what happened? Dude, what? I mean, like every time they go anywhere, what happened? Did you fall out of a moving vehicle? No, freaking Vera beat
No,
the
I
living
caught a
hell out of-
head kick. I got a
Yeah.
head kicked, and my hands were too low, and
Several
fucking now
times.
my face is broken.
like 9 times in 5 rounds. I mean, Jesus.
Funny
Yeah,
thing
I'd
too,
be-
though, if you guys saw after that, oh, I guarantee you O'Malley wanted to knock him out early. O'Malley was beat up too, man. He was in a boot limping.
Cheeto
He had
Vera's
his entire
bad,
right
dude.
hand wrapped.
he
Oh,
is.
he's a bad
He's not
dude.
a fucking rag doll.
Yeah.
And there is
yeah.
no way that O'Malley wanted to go 5 rounds with that dude.
No, dude.
He was hoping and
Vera
praying.
has
And
had
after
an
that knee,
awesome career.
oh yeah, and after that knee, after you deliver that knee to a human, you're thinking lights out, right? And this dude keeps coming back at you.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh,
just-
you know you're gonna be hurting. It's gonna be
Oh.
yeah. But 300 is gonna be
Well,
huge, man. I'm glad to see it.
So Ty, before we went live, you before we started recording, you said you went to the wrestling prelims. Is that right?
Yeah, dude. I was at the Pac-12.
Talk a little bit about that, about the shape these guys are in.
Man, that's okay. So actually, you know what? You know what's funny is something that I was thinking about was, and I got my girl, I got my wife, I got our 3 kids. Like we're kind of like posted up in our own little section, and you got wandering eyes, right? Like everybody's just kind of like looking who's around them and stuff. Turns out we're sitting behind all the coaches' wives.
Oh wow.
Didn't realize it,
And
they are not bad to look at.
I
And
was gonna ask.
No. And either's my old lady. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing about that. I am saying that there isn't a place in the world that you want to be with wandering eyes than the Pac-12, the Big 12, the Big 10 wrestling championships.
Oh,
Right?
my
That
God.
you're like that somebody's gonna go, hey, what the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go, because everybody
Settle down, Slim.
everybody there has cauliflowered ears and
I
is
mean, we're
badder
referencing to the-
badder than you are.
Yeah.
And I guarantee that, dude. And
You know what that
in the
means,
most
Tyler? You gotta be
I mean that
careful.
the most respectful way that I can mean that is like, no, don't look around. Don't look around.
But
Don't
what
be
that
staring.
means is, yes, don't get busted. You know, scoping something out. Don't get busted because you might
I'm
get
just
your
saying,
ass
is
busted.
there, where would it be worse?
That's a really
Where
good
is the-
question. I don't know.
Where could you possibly be that the percentage is higher that you get your ass kicked for looking too long?
So that brings me another an interesting you saying all that. I'm just kind of curious. You know, through grade school, high school, and even into college, is there another sport that can boast better, like more impressive physical specimens than wrestling? Like as far as just being in shape, fitness. I mean, is there another sport?
What I saw today was scary, dude. Because like
I mean,
all
because-
of us think, right? Like if somebody steps to me, like I'll defend myself.
Right.
I looked around at the dudes wrestling and I was like, the kid at 125, I'm like, he wouldn't kill me. I don't think he'd kill me, but he would beat me in a wrestling match.
Oh, for sure. Isn't it sad
Well,
though? And
I just
getting
I just wonder because you know, wrestling you got to be in phenomenal shape. There's no two ways about it. You have to be in-
Insane, dude. These
have to be in
guys are in
phenomenal shape.
crazy shape.
And going back to the time that I wrestled, anytime you made a mistake, you were late to practice. Anytime that you might come in with, I don't know, alcohol in your breath. Just, one of those. Like you're like, that's your punishment. They're just gonna mash the shit out of you. Like crushers forever,
Oh,
wind
fuck.
sprints, you're doing pegboards, push-ups, sit-ups, like that is your punishment, man. I mean, so anytime, and it doesn't even have to be something extreme. It can just be something that, you know, you losing wrestle offs, or you're kind of screwing around when you're supposed to go into exercises. That's what you coaches do. Let's go. It's, you don't want to pay attention. You don't want to, go over fundamentals. You get a couple of coaches over there and they just mash the living hell out of you, So
Question, Pat. I got one question because you brought it up. So just asking for a friend, because I know this wouldn't be you, but did you know anyone while you were wrestling that may have come into practice or a tournament smelling of alcohol? Because I feel like somebody would get in trouble for that shit. And
Yeah,
I don't know that obviously you wouldn't do that, but I mean, I would imagine maybe.
Well, you would be wrong by assuming that, because my coach actually called my mom and said, if I smell alcohol in his breath one more time, he's off the team. He's not, he's done. So
So you
my
got
mom,
firsthand experience.
And I'm sure your mother, who some of us on this panel love and adore, but is mean, but is mean, but is mean.
Yeah,
oh, she can whoop some ass. Make no mistake, she can whoop some ass.
I came home on a Friday. That was a Friday. I don't know. He called her Friday, so I came home Friday after school, and my mom caught me at the door and basically said,
Patrick,
you're not drinking
I bet
tonight.
she said, Patrick,
Yeah.
how?
Well, there were some F-bombs. You're not drinking tonight. If you drink tonight, you're going to be grounded. I'll pull you off the rest. I mean, it was just, it was.
But I'm pretty sure I picked you up like 5 minutes after that and went to the keg, though, right? Is that how that went down?
So you're putting the cart in front of the horse. I was getting to that. So the point is that I really truly intended. The road was built with good intentions. I really truly intended to stay clean, not only that night but over the weekend. Well, as it turned out, I came home fucking wrecked. Like wrecked.
Jesus Christ.
Wrecked.
Yeah.
And so in our house, there was a split little house, right? So you walk in the back door and you go up the 4 or 5 stairs upstairs, or there's about 7 or 8 going downstairs, the basement.
Oh yeah, I know.
I remember your house.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I know this place.
So I came in, and because I might have had 1 or 2 or 10 more than I should have, I thought the wall was behind me. And so I'm thinking to myself, as I'm wrecked, I'm thinking, okay, I knew they're upstairs watching TV. And I thought, okay, I took a couple deep breaths. I'm like, okay, just, lock up, act like nothing, just go to your room. And I went to lean my back against the wall just to in my composure and everything. Well, I was actually leaning where the steps were. So I boom, 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 boom.
Down the stairs, down into the basement.
And I'm laying down there and I'm getting ready to get up. And all I hear, the only thing I hear upstairs, like it was so, I mean, it probably wasn't, I just heard it clear as day. I heard my dad go, "Oh, your son's fucked up," just like that. And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm in so much trouble."
Hey, Tyler, you're a little bit younger than us, so when you knew you had a really good probability.
I used to wear the venue that this guy's talking about. I used to go there for the summer. My parents used to fucking drop me off and pick me up when the summer was over. I know exactly. I know the stairs that he fucking fell down. I know exactly what he's talking about.
And that weekend,
when you were young, though, and let's say you knew, because you got in a little bit of trouble before with drinking or whatever, you knew that your parents were going to be up waiting for your ass to make sure you were in good shape and not inebriated. What do you do? Are you like,
yes.
Nuts? I mean,
yes, that is all true. I don't know that anybody that watches this show doesn't know that Pat's my uncle and Jim's my dad. So,
yeah.
I mean, how much trouble do you think I got in?
I would imagine you got your ass whipped a few times.
The answer's not much. Yeah, dude, I could take a fucking ass whooping. Right?
So-
Isn't that
so-
like
oh, yeah.
Pat is my uncle, Jim is my dad, and listen to their stories. How do you think it went for me?
So
I
Ty,
think it was great. It was a fantastic childhood. That's what
I
I'm
will
thinking.
appreciate this. Ty will. So we're all three involved. So Ty will appreciate the story. And Lee was actually at my house when this happened. So
Yeah.
my year,
Oh,
our
shit.
year, the year we graduated, which is 1989. That's really dating myself. I know.
Holy fuck, that's when I was born.
Yeah. So 1989. So it was our year, and the year after, the cops didn't really tolerate us partying, but they
No.
were really lax, right? They didn't just they came in, just said hold it down, and then that was pretty much it. Sometimes they would take us to jail, but not very often, right? So I'm having this raging party in my house, and you can see, we have these like skylights up near my roof in my living room, and if somebody pulls in the driveway, you can see the lights and somebody's here. So we were listening to MTV, and there's people playing quarters. We're all in there, just music pumping, just all of us. I must have had, I don't know, 40, 50 kids in my house just getting hammered, right? Well, we seen somebody pulling the driveway, but they're red and blue lights, so we knew they're cops. So everybody, the whole niche. Hey, everybody,
Jerry's
shut
and
up!
Mary's.
It's a cop, turn the music down. So Mike knows, or Lee knows these guys. Mike Stymack and Tito.
Oh yeah.
Two famous
Oh, yeah.
cops, and they're always busting parties, right? I see Mike Stymack. I think he's fully retired now. So they come to the door, and Lee and his buddies and a few of my friends, they were building this beer pyramid of empty
Of course
beer
we
cans.
were. Why
Oh.
wouldn't we do that?
And it was like 10 cans deep on the bottom. So this pyramid was 6 feet high, 7. I mean, they're almost at the top. Empty beer cans, right? And so I'm sidestepping, and I go to the door. This is the door I came in right before I fell down the stairs. And they're standing there, and they're like, what's going on tonight? I said, oh, just, having a couple friends over. And they're like, well, we've got a lot of complaints about you guys being really loud. And they're like, you having a party? And I said, no, just a couple friends. And I had just said the paint just dried on that, just a couple friends. Somebody knocked over this beer pyramid.
Yep.
So you hear like cans. It seemed like it took 37 minutes for the fucking noise to stop.
Last can to stop.
Empty beer cans going everywhere. I'm still staring at Mike Stymack. He's still staring at me. He looks at Tito and he goes, Porter, if we fucking come back, we're taking every one of you in.
I heard that a lot. I heard that a lot.
They never
You
came
know how many
back.
fucking times I've heard that?
But you can't imagine how awkward it is when I just got done saying just a couple friends, and then you hear like empty beer cans crashing for like 19 minutes.
Well, and it seems, and always, let's say, okay,
Those
so
were
this is
soda cans,
actually,
by the way.
this is actually one of the
Soda
few
cans,
times.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I mean,
fucking
so
sure, dude. How many times have you heard Porter? God damn it. How many times have you heard that? God damn it, Porter.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, way too much. Way too much.
It's too bad the other dude's not here. Between the three of us,
Oh,
a
billion
1,000 times,
Oh,
10,000 times.
yeah, probably more. Yeah.
You know what's a cool thing though?
God damn it, Porter.
Yeah. The cool thing though that about back then, because Tyler, you had it a little bit different because you're younger, obviously. The cops were cool as shit, and until basically Mothers Against Drunk Driving and all that shit came out. But the cops in our town, the cops in our town, if you weren't being the assholes destroying property and being so fucking loud, they would leave you alone.
Yeah.
Unless they got a complaint, and then they would show up, and whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, but they would show up, and then it would be like, hey, you guys, keep it down, or we're taking the exact same quote. We're taking every one of you down.
Yep.
So then we're like, okay, sir, no problem. The biggest problem that we had as it went further on is I had a particular officer that decided he didn't like me anymore. And there's a story behind that I won't tell, but he put my name on a board as a priority for underage drinking. And the next thing you know, every party that the cops knew about that never stopped in, all of a sudden everyone's getting busted. And all it takes
bet
is
you
one
deserved it,
dumb, Yeah, I probably did. But one dumb, drunk 15, 16-year-old that is a freshman that decided to try and be at the cool party shows up, and you're not supposed to open the door and let him in. Because otherwise they got to have a search warrant. It just takes one. Click, open the door. Yeah. And oh, you're a cop. Next thing you know, everybody's scrambling like ants, man.
Yep.
It's insane. But I didn't tell you guys.
Is there anything crazier? Is there anything crazier than that? Was being like a high school age kid and the cops coming and you running?
Oh,
everybody's got this. Everybody's got a story, right? Of going like, no, dude, I took the fuck off. Like I took off. This happened. This happened. This happened. It's the craziest story. Everyone got one, right? Everybody that is us three has one.
Oh yeah.
No, but mine ended up really badly. So I
got away.
Oh, you fucker! Good for you.
Oh yeah,
good
dude,
for
my
you.
craziest story. I got away. You should have tried harder. Maybe you should have tried harder.
Well, I shouldn't have been as hammered as I was.
You should have fucking ran faster.
Well, I actually. Cool story though. I actually was. That was actually in Fort Benton, Montana. Oh my fucking!
How about who can run the drunkest 40-yard?
Oh, that'd be good. I mean, if there was mattresses lined up, because man, you wouldn't want to do a face plan. Jesus.
No, I think we should try that. Can we do that?
The times that you just ran the fastest are some of the times that I've been the most hammered.
Because you're scared shitless if you're going to jail.
Fuck yeah.
Lee, I gotta ask you if you remember the situation. Ty, you haven't heard this story, but me and Lee, we'd go out to lunch, and we would, at the time, I don't know if they still allow you to do this because it's a long time ago, but we used to bring back McDonald's cups. You could bring your McDonald's cup. We had Spanish right after lunch.
Yep.
Well, we'd sit on the parking lot. We'd put beer in the McDonald's cup. And
with the straw.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so me and Lee, So me and Lee were walking by the main office, and just so happened I was on the inside, closest to where the offices were, and Lee's on my outside. Now Lee was dating this guy's daughter. He tells me that wasn't the reason, but I think maybe that might have something to do with it. Anyways, we're walking by, and he says, "Hey guys, where are you guys going?" And he's standing there with his hands behind his back, watching all the kids walk through the hallway. And like, "Oh, we're heading to Spanish." He goes, "Come here." And I said, "Well, I gotta go to Spanish."
Come here. That's it.
So instead of Lee stopping, Lee just bailed. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm out." And he just started walking, right?
Well, I did know the dude too, so I figured I could get away with it.
Mr. Davis grabs my arm, and he standing there. And I said, "I really got to get." He goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll write you a pass." He goes, "What are you drinking?" And I looked down at my cup, and I said, 7-Up. When I went to look back up, he reaches down and grabs it, pulls it up, and he takes a tub off my cup, and he goes, 7-Up? And I said, "Well, it could be Sprite." And he goes, "Go clean out your fucking locker."
Yeah, well.
3 days.
Okay.
3 days, I said.
So I got lucky a lot.
Well, you got the class, you fucker.
Yeah, I did. You know what? Here, so Tyler, this is going to be one. So have you seen the movie Beverly Hills Cop?
Oh,
the original Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
So Eddie Murphy's character, Axel, he drives this beat up, crappy blue Nova, right?
That was my car.
Patrick had the exact same crappy blue Nova in high school, right?
In the driver's door, everything. Yep.
Yeah. So we go to lunch, and he's driving one day, and they gave us like 20 minutes or 25 minutes for lunch, and we get this bright idea. We're going all the way to the mall for a slice of pizza.
I can't believe you're going to tell this story.
Oh, yes, I am. So we're driving back. And
that's what you get, motherfucker. You know people too long.
So it's me and Pat. Pat's driving. I'm passenger, and our buddy Mark is in the back. And Pat gets off at 10th Avenue. He's coming up to a yield sign. And we're late as fuck. And we don't want ISS again. We don't want suspensions again. So Mark from the back, not being the sharpest tool in the shed at the time, Pat's like, "Oh, I hate these yield signs." He goes, "Fuck the yield signs. We're going to be late." So Pat just jams on the gas. Some old lady in a car comes through because she had the right of way. Pat T-bones her ass. My forehead. Wait. My
God damn it.
Oh,
Spun
I was
her
in so
car
much
around
trouble.
up onto the curb. My forehead spidered
I
his
was-
windshield and
Oh.
steam everywhere. So Pat gets it. We all get out. And these girls are coming back from lunch too. They pull up like, "You guys okay?" Pat, being the good dude that he is, says,
Those
"You
girls
guys-"
were like, "What?"
He
the
goes,
fuck? Those
yeah,
guys
he
are
goes,
fucking retarded.
"Yep." He goes, "You guys just get back. I got this. I got this." So Mark and I get in the car and we go back to school. And Pat's sitting there just going, "Cool. This is
Oh
awesome."
my God, I was in so I was in so much trouble, man.
I was gonna
I'm pretty
say.
sure I feel like I was
Dude, no
grounded for the rest of
shit.
the year, man. I was so done. Oh,
Well,
so
but
much
your
fun.
Nova didn't have the best brakes either. I mean, let's be real about that.
My Nova, so it was just a big
He
piece of
drove a
steel.
Nova.
It
It did. It
was.
was such a pile of shit. And
That's
50 miles an
too
hour.
much American muscle.
Hey,
Porter, too much of fucking American muscle.
it not only was it a Nova, but it even had an 8-track player.
So gee shit.
You
Those are
sound
actually
like you
collector's
should be
items
in
now.
prison.
Oh God.
Well, technically, we all should
Dude.
have.
I mean, live and
My
learn,
Reddit-
dude.
Yeah, no, you do. And here's the thing: this is the best part, because when you're stupid, I mean, you're full of testosterone, and I mean, you think you can get away with everything. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
When you get
Yeah,
older,
hell
you get
yeah.
smarter.
Hell yeah, bro.
But I will tell you right now, the one thing that I'm most thankful for in this life is that I'm still here.
Oh,
I mean, some of the shit that I did, and I think a lot of people could relate to that. Some of the things that I did, there is a very good probability that I shouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here I am, big
For real.
chilling on cocktails and curveballs, talking about
Big
Pat doing
chilling.
stupid
Hell
shit.
yeah,
Big
man.
chilling.
we're all talking about getting older and some of the dumb things we did when we were younger. And it's, as everybody knows, probably listen to our podcast and this time of the year.
What are we up to? Seven people? Okay.
Oh yeah.
19.
No,
20?
no. Yeah,
Listen.
something like that.
Listen, spring break is upon us. So
Yes.
obviously, when we're all back in our romping, stomping 20s, spring break would look a lot different for us than it does right now. But I just kind of want to get your guys' thoughts. At our ages right now, we're older, not old. I want to be clear about that.
Some more than others.
Oh wow!
Correct.
All right. So
Correct. But he's not here. He's working, so we can't be busting Jim up.
The
when he's
oldest,
not
yeah,
here.
the oldest motherfucker ain't here.
If somebody came to us and said, "Listen, we're gonna pay for you guys to go wherever you want on spring break," what does that look like? I mean,
What's funny to me is that, like, you would think, like, I'm going to Miami Beach. I'm going to Vegas. The four of us look like the motherfucking wild hogs. We're like, oh, the four of us aren't going to some shit like that, dude. We're
No, I don't
going to,
think so. I mean, I don't even want to go to Vegas. I wouldn't even want to
No,
go to Vegas.
dude, I think we check out Route 66. We're like, all right, let's go from the top to the bottom. Let's do it, boys.
Oh, that'd be good.
Give me a fucking chopper and let's go. No,
Yeah,
literally, I would do that. Listen,
I'm
when you're
thinking-
young, dude, you're in Mexico,
Oh,
and I ain't saying you're watching the
Right.
Donkey Show
Daytona
in
Beach,
TJ.
right? Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
No, yeah, not
You
watching
just
the
go to-
Donkey Show in TJ, but
Yep.
you're going wherever the big party is. No
Right.
way, man.
But
These
yeah,
parties hurt
but I
too
feel
much.
like-
UFC 299, I'm still hurting from. These are
Yeah.
helping so much. You have no idea how much these are helping. Because I was hurting from last night.
I think it's something a lot more low key. Like, okay, so maybe a beach, but man, I feel like I want to sit underneath a cabana and sip on a
Yeah.
Mai Tai and bring me some
Yeah.
nachos.
Motherfucker, I need
there's
some
nothing
shade. I need
Yeah.
some shade. I think,
Yeah.
right? Like the three
Yeah.
of us.
Yes,
If
definite
the fourth
shade.
guy was here, we need shade. It's
Yes.
it's certainly not about having our shirts off.
No,
Correct.
Nope.
And awesome.
It's about
awesome
having
people.
some shade.
Yeah.
Yes, and people
and,
that
you know,
are bringing
maybe-
beverages to everyone
maybe if
so that
the-
we can order more.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if the alcohol is going down really well, I'll slip on down to the pig roast on the beach later. But other than that, man, I'm gonna
Ooh.
belly up to the bar and just
Oh, Pat's going to a pig roast.
I fuck
Well, on
with
the
the pig
beach, I mean,
roast. I
Yeah,
fuck
don't
with the
don't
pig
beaches
roast.
and pig roast kind of
Yeah.
go hand in hand? I mean,
Hell
I,
yeah,
Hell
they
yeah,
do.
if we can do
Fuck
it,
yeah,
hell
they
yeah.
do.
I mean that's
No, I don't
where
hate
I'm
that
at
even.
right now. Yeah.
Dude, it's got to be something where I don't have to do much, and I don't have to literally like put myself like Tyler said, give me shade. Let me
Yeah.
look at some palm trees.
Yeah.
Let some people come around and bring me my cocktails.
Yeah, and you know,
And
what
we're
else?
still getting that pork belly. And we're still
Yeah.
like what Pat
Yes,
said
sir.
also though, like we are going to the pig roast.
Oh hell yeah, we're
Like
going down to the
motherfucker,
pig
I've
roast.
been to some. I've been to some pig roast. That shit rocks.
Oh, it does.
God.
I have
Especially
to, and they're
Like
good.
after you had a few-
somebody cooking a pig in the fucking dirt.
Oh.
It's good.
You know, and
It is good.
especially after you've had
It's
a
good.
handful, after you've had like 9 Mai Tais, yeah, I'll take some fucking,
Yeah.
you know.
After
And then-
everybody's like, "Oh, we're drinking Kona, bruh." You're like, "All right, well, I'm not. No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
drink Busch Light, but
Well, and
a
then-
pig
and
in
then-
the ground sounds good."
There's a method to my madness too. My way of thinking is if it's on a beach, and even if the hotel is within a mile or two, if I end up falling, it's sand. You're not gonna hurt yourself
It's
falling. in
sand, baby.
Well,
And then
It's
even if I
sand,
don't have-
baby.
Even if I don't have the dexterity to get back up, who hasn't passed out on a beach and slept there till morning, man?
Hey,
I have passed out in way
you
worse
dolphin
places
guys,
than a beach.
have you
Way
guys
worse.
seen? Have you guys seen the thing that's come across where Tua threw to Jerry Judy,
Oh yeah,
Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, and somebody else? There's
Hell, I
four
didn't
of
see
them.
that.
Jerry Judy,
it was Waddle. He threw to Waddle.
Waddle's the fourth one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Waddle's the fourth one.
I did not see this. What? Explain
Isn't
it.
that crazy that Tua, at his time in Alabama,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he threw
Yeah.
this. Yeah,
He threw
Oh,
to
yeah.
he threw to Waddle, Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, and Jerry Judy.
Jerry Judy. Holy
Jerry
shit.
Judy just got traded to the Browns.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Where's
you know
Russell
how-
Wilson?
No shit. Russell's going to be somewhere. I guarantee it. But did you see the talk
Right?
about Baker? Baker's about ready to sign a
No, dude, he just signed
He
it.
$100 million.
already did.
He
He
just
did
signed
sign
it.
it?
That,
What the hell?
Yep.
See,
Good
good
for
on
man.
him.
I like Baker, man. I
Hey,
really do.
And
Yeah.
he earned that shit. You know, he
Did you
had
see
all the
what-
questions before. He
See what
earned it.
Jones? You see what Jones signed for in Kansas City? Good
Oh, God, yeah.
man. Huge
Well, but
Did
that's
you-
why-
Did
that's
you guys
why
see
free-
that Mac Jones got traded to the
Oh, I seen
Jaguars?
that.
What
Why?
the fuck?
Why would Jaguars
I know.
trade for him?
They
Dude,
need
the Patriots are like, okay, Belichick's
Somebody
not
take
here,
him.
Brady's
Please,
not
somebody
here. What the
take him.
fuck are
Wait a
we gonna
second,
do?
He's going there to bat. He's not starting. He's not starting over
No,
Trevor.
No.
no,
Hell
no.
no.
Why would you do
But
that?
He's
if
Hey,
you're-
gonna,
Trevor
he's gonna do
Lawrence.
the Mitch Trubisky thing.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky is a high end backup. That
big
Is he
seems,
going back in?
I think so. I think Mitch Trubisky is a high end
and
backup.
he's getting paid too. He still makes the money. So Mac
he-
Jones is
he's
a
not-
very
he
good
comes in. He's
backup.
not
If,
good. He
if
doesn't
Trevor
perform.
Lawrence gets a
He's in.
hangnail,
That's-
if Trevor
yep.
Lawrence gets a hangnail, put Mac Jones in. We might lose.
That's what
but
I was gonna
We got
say,
somebody.
Lee.
Wait a
Yeah.
second though.
It's
Wait
not
a
a.
second.
It's not a
Does-
bad.
Does
It's not a
anybody else
bad
think?
backup.
Does anybody else think that? I think Mac Jones can be a decent quarterback somewhere. Like I don't just relevate him to.
I
just
disagree.
as a
I think he can be a decent. I think he can be a good backup somewhere.
You don't think he can
I
be a
don't- I don't-
legitimate starter?
I think right now, I don't know. I mean, he would have to have lightning strike twice in the same place for a perfect situation for him to be outstanding. I think
he
that
had some
boy
good
has
games.
been
It wasn't like
destroyed.
he was.
Hey, I
mean,
understand he did, Pat, but he's
Yeah.
not. I mean, he had a lot worse showings than he had good. And I think
Yeah.
he is so defeated and destroyed. And then Belichick, the guru's gone, and so are you. Good luck.
Well,
Have fun.
Okay,
There's the
but Zach,
door.
listen, he's better than Zach Wilson. We agree on that though. He's
Wow.
better than Zach Wilson, right?
Yeah, but
Zach Wilson
can we
is
say-
It's
starter.
hard though, right? Like it's hard to even say that because you're like, I don't know if
I don't
they
know.
both stood if they both stood there in a draft style like 1, 2, 3. Like I throw this route, this. Who knows who's better?
Oh,
That's true.
it's Zach Wilson.
Mac Jones has had the opportunity. Zach Wilson has kind of been like, has kind of had the opportunity.
Zach Wilson's horrible. He's never done anything good in New York, man. He's just horrible.
Well, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, fella, but I'm going to tell you right now, the thing that I think is fun to watch. Well, I can't wait for the draft. Now we're touching football. I can't wait for the draft. But the thing that is fun as fuck to watch is these teams, and it's my team too. The people that they're letting go, that they're cutting, that
Yeah.
they're
A lot-
like, oh,
yeah, it was-
can't sign you, can't
the
sign you,
salary
can't
cap.
sign you, because of the salary cap, and they know they're gonna have to re-sign this player and this player. The one that pissed me off, being a Dolphins fan, Christian Wilkins, I am not happy that my team did not come to the table for him. But
Well, did you see what he
I'm
wanted
gonna
though?
leave it to Greer.
you see what he
Yeah,
wanted,
I
though,
do,
Lee?
I do. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I think he's
How
gonna
can you
earn
say
it.
that?
I think he's gonna earn
Do
it.
you guys,
He made
do you guys
football 1 year,
fuck
man.
with the
He made football
Iditarod?
1 year.
The Iditarod?
Yeah,
Did
do you
you
guys
just go
fuck
to
with the Iditarod?
Husky sled dogs?
Yeah, do you guys fuck with that at all?
Hey, I pay attention once in a while. There might be a husky that lives in this house that I reside in, but he's
Yeah.
old school now. He can't pull no sleds. But his name's Tucker, and he's a badass. But still, yeah. So okay, I did a ride. Go. You got a thought? Go.
I was just curious if you guys knew, because there was a dude that is an Iditarod. I don't even know the terms. I don't know the terms. I don't know the terminology. but,
Oh,
like,
is this the one
he's-
that killed the moose?
Yeah, dude, the dude that killed
Yeah.
the yeah, the dude that killed the moose and got a 2-hour penalty.
Yep. And the moose fucked up his dogs too. Like this is
Yeah,
in the race.
it was because he he didn't do the gutting and shit right.
Oh Jesus!
I didn't get all the deets on it, but I heard
That's
it. I'm
what
like,
it
well,
was.
dude.
That was his dogs and this moose got tied up on the trail,
Yep.
and
I saw
he
that.
improperly gutted it. Apparently, I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, he
I would
killed
just
it.
say, like, I would think you could just run what the fuck ever over. Dude,
Well, but here's the thing.
if a moose pops out and your dogs run the fuck over like Santa, right? It's like
You're not running
Santa.
it.
Santa's
Your
like,
dogs are
I
not-
don't give a fuck. Yeah, we fucked some of these elk up or whatever, but we had to get all these kids presents. The Iditarod Santa has to be like, yeah,
Okay,
so here's how we do
this
this.
moose got fucked up. Like, let's
Moose
not
got killed
make
because they
it a
were tied up. He
detriment.
killed him. But so let's go to the Great White Hunter, which is Patrick. So how do you properly gut a moose, Patrick? Have you ever killed one?
I have not killed one, but it's not. I can't imagine it'd be much different than an elk or a deer.
But we don't know the rules or what the hell they.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying, dude. They just got tangled up. They just got tangled up, and the fucking moose got killed.
But
by,
here's what I know,
by
man.
homeboys, 8 huskies that were like, "No, we're gonna kill this fucking thing."
I don't know. I think that I think it's something like that. And I don't even know where they're at, but I think probably the very first thing he needed to do was notify the authorities. There's certain states, Montana's one
Yeah,
of them,
he
Colorado's
fucked it
one of
up.
them. Montana went to this thing a few years ago where if you actually hit wildlife on the road and it's not destroyed, obviously, or
Yeah.
even if it's destroyed, I mean, I guess
Fucking bullshit.
if you notify the authorities, they will let you, you know, gut the deer, gut
Harvest
the
it.
deer, and take it to the processors and have it processed.
Harvesting.
I think it's called harvesting.
Harvesting.
Whichever. But my point is that something like that.
That is what it's
Maybe
called.
he didn't follow protocol of what he was supposed to do. But in
No,
that
dude, he got a
situation, how can you?
2-hour penalty.
Which in that race is huge.
Yeah.
2 hours is huge in the Iditarod. I mean, come on. That's actually pretty impressive. Pretty damn impressive.
Iditarod fucking rocks. What other podcast in the world maybe is talking about you go from football to fucking the Iditarod?
Which is exactly how this shit should go down. This is what
This
I'm
is
talking
how
about.
that's how this podcast works.
And just to be
It's
clear,
exactly how it works.
we did cover spring break too, so there's that.
Okay, so
We'll
wait a minute. So
we'll
real
do
quick. Oh yeah,
spring
we
break.
touched on that.
The Iditarod.
I want to know what Tyler's drinking because I know we're getting to the end here, boys. But so this, I killed this early. This is my Ruka. It's American Pale from DraftWorks over Missoula 5.8. Killed that. I mean, in the first 7 minutes, and then I've been
Nice.
on the Coors Lights, the big boys. But what do you got, T? Because I see you putting down some beers. What's happening?
Yeah, no, dude. I'm drinking Trulies.
Fair. Hey, do what you got to
Hey,
do, brother.
because
Is
I've drank
that
every
super
single
masculine?
beer this weekend. I've drank every single beer this weekend that's at my house. But I would also like to say that I was at the Pac-12 championships.
Correct.
It opened up at 10 a.m. and you're gonna get a couple beers, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the rumor.
That
I mean, I would
motherfuckers
hope you
are
would.
$12 a piece.
Holy shit.
Okay, so I just want to be clear. I want to point something
I
out.
had 3 of them.
Several shows ago, like a lot of shows
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, I know.
You
I
guys,
know the truth.
like
I know.
The three
Yep.
of you gave me just an unimaginable amount of shit for drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, because that shit
You're
gay.
drinking Truly.
'Cause
You're
that's
drinking
gay.
Truly. I'm just saying, man. If it quacks like a duck and it, chances are I think it's a fucking duck, man. Just saying. So.
You might be our
Well,
duck.
I have a bigger problem
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
it's
name.
All right, little fucking gold glitter on your face.
Gold
Oh,
glitter, man.
if it has gold glitter on its face, if it has gold booties cheeks, and
Hey,
if it has
as opposed to the banana suit that this fucker's wearing, are you serious?
What?
Jesus. What?
Hey,
Your dad wearing the fucking assless chaps?
yeah, well,
I'm
he's
sorry,
gay.
what? Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
have
gay.
2 dads.
well then where did you
Great,
come from?
awesome. Everybody's
Listen,
gonna bring
that's
that
right
up
up
now because
there.
I got 2 dads.
That's right up there with wearing a fanny pack. That's
Yeah,
kind of gay.
well, I
man.
have a
That's
bunch
gay.
of
Hey,
dads.
go
'cause
go
my
talk
dads
to
are gay.
Dwayne Rock Johnson. Okay, go talk to Dwayne
Dwayne
Rock
the
Johnson
cock?
about those fanny packs. Go
Oh,
talk to
that
him.
guy. Fuck the
He's
Rock.
fucking jacked up though, dude. Well, hey guys, we should probably wrap it up. Anyone got some
Yeah,
curtain
let's-
calls they want to hit on?
Curtain calls. Let's go to some curtain calls. Who's got one?
Dude, okay, so we talked about it early, the UFC, and I think it's because I watched the countdown and everything. Marlon Chito Vera, and I was rooting for O'Malley, I'm not gonna lie. But the way that guy operates and what drives him to do what he does, and the fact that he is made of iron, he's like, you're not gonna knock him down, let alone knock him out. My curtain call goes to him because I watched that and I saw what he looked like after it. He's not going to be done. He's coming back. I guarantee it. So cheers
Nice.
to Chito Vera for sure. About you, T?
Absolutely. Got a
Yeah.
curtain call?
Mine was mine was that like the wrestlers that I saw in the Pac-12 championship, dude, win, lose, draw, you go 0-2 in barbecue and fucking not do nothing with it. You're one of the baddest dudes in the fucking
Oh,
world.
Oh my
You're
God.
one of the baddest dudes in the world. Like if you go 0-2 and you're done, you would fuck up 99.99% of the people in the fucking world. And
Oh,
I thought it was awesome, dude. That
they're
what
excited.
I saw, dude, that shit was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's
Kind of humble. Does it kind of humble you? Like, holy shit! I'm really
not even kidding a little bit that like I felt more on my P's and Q's.
That's what what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm like,
Yeah, these guys.
I
you guys
felt more
Hey.
like being like, oh, thank you.
Hey,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
Like more thank yous and more you're welcomes, and just trying to be like just somebody that was there.
Those guys are animals,
Because
man.
those guys, I saw so many fucking with the ears.
Cauliflower ears. Well, and again, because
dude,
Pat
I'm not
talked
even
about it.
kidding. Right and left.
I would like
everybody.
I would like to also give Pat a curtain call because I need to officially apologize to him for every time I got him drunk before practice or before a game or before
Really
school
nice,
or during school or after
God
school.
damn it.
So I might have participated in a little bit of corruption, but
Yeah.
I didn't get the swift hand of Marianne. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
That was a lot.
have.
My curtain call. God, I'm going to keep riding this horse, I guess, until the season's over. Caitlin Clark, man, they come back and won her third straight Big Ten championship. They rallied over Nebraska. She had like 39 points, 12 boards, 8 assists. I mean, something stupid like that. You know, they showed the other day. They showed her achievements, the records that she's broken, and the things that she's achieved over her past 3 years. You know, because she's getting to go to the WNBA. And I mean, you want to talk about a novel, man. She just broke Seth Curry's 3-point amount of 3-pointers made in either sport. I mean, the chick is just absolutely on fire, man. So
bad.
third straight Big Ten championship, man. Player of the game, obviously. So sky's the limit, man. I don't think WNBA has ever seen anybody like her when getting ready to come in the league. It's gonna maybe that's what that league needed was a serious infusion of crazy talent, because this Caitlin, man, she's got it going on. So
well, maybe Caitlin gets there and Angel Reese gets there, and they just become the Bird Magic rivalry, absolutely. And it drives ratings. I mean, because nobody's watching right now. I mean, unless you have a daughter playing.
I would just want to be clear. You're not pulling the race card on that situation, are you? I just want
no, hell no. I'm just talking about literally like that. It's that
Bird
kind of
magic.
situation.
I mean, listen, it's a Bird Magic, and you know.
Yeah, but I don't look at them that way. I look at them as the most.
And that I think that Lee might be racist.
Not even a little bit. No, I look at it as they were the two best in college, best in the pros. I know. No, but I like that. So it'll be interesting to see how much money she makes.
Right on. Well, listen, we appreciate everybody joining us. We had another good show. Feel free to reach us at Cocktails and Curveballs on Instagram. We're on Spotify. Reach us on YouTube. You can watch our show every week. We appreciate everybody that joining us. Leave us a comment. Email us. We always get back to all of our followers. Hope everybody enjoys a very wonderful week. Cheers. Make sure your beer is cold, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Cheers.